Alright, welcome back everyone. It's Albert LaBelle, and I want to say thank you to all my supporters, all my subscribers, everyone that tunes in and watches my videos. I appreciate you very much, and thanks to y'all, I was able to do another little shopping spree, if you will, and reinvest in some more locks. So I picked up these 5 locks from Mr. Lock recently, and what we got here is the Avis, sorry about that, 4550 laminated lock. Then we got the 5560 brass padlock. Then we've got the 2870 discus lock. And we've got the 7045, which is kind of the all-weather type, you know, with the plastic all over it. Coating anyways. And then we got the beautiful 2070, another discus lock, but this one's a disc detainer. So yeah, when they got shipped to me though, they were in like a envelope instead of a box, so they took a little bit of a beating. As a matter of fact, I had to tape this box back together with Scotch tape because it was just beat up. So yeah, so I figured we'd attack this one first, check this one out, and we'll get to these other ones in future videos. What do you say? So yeah, this is the, what I say it was, 4550. 4550 laminated. It's got a pretty decent sized shackle. And this, by the way, at time of purchase, this was $9.75. So, you know, even with the fact that it's a 4-pin lock, yeah, it's a 4-pin lock, but $10 lock all day long. Okay, I mean, I think you're definitely getting $10 worth here. So I can't fault it even without getting into it yet. So yeah, it's a $10 lock. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'll be darned. Oh yeah, I meant to show you also. I told you the package took a beating. This key right here actually took a little bend because it got the snot beat out of it. So, any hoodles. Still works fine. Lock works fine. We will have to take a look at that. You know, in padlocks, I prefer when they are double ball locking as opposed to the spring-loaded locking pawls. We've talked about this before, and we'll take a look at this in a little bit here. But you can see these are just spring-loaded, so we may be able to attack those. So first, what we'll do though is we'll check out the pick resistance, and that'll tell us whether there's any security pins in here and if they come into play. So that's what we'll do first. And then we'll take a further look at it. Let me grab something to tension it. Let me see. Okay, I'll probably be picking this one off the bottom of the lock. I'll show you. Let me grab a pick. Let me see. I'll probably just use this Praxis hook here. I'll probably be picking off the bottom right here of the keyway because I can just go right up around that corner. You see that? Yeah, I can reach all the pins just like that. So that means if I'm using the bottom with my pick, I need to use the top for tension. So that's what I'll do. So let me see. I've got a couple of modified tension tools here I made that I like using on locks like this. All I did was shorten it right here, the L wrench. Just shortened it a little bit, and then I put a little grind just a little bit on the side right there, and I found it kind of helps them lock real good, just like that. See that? And since it's short, it doesn't want to tip over like that. So yeah, works a treat. Alright, so let me grab that pick and I'll show you what I was talking about here. Picking off the bottom, I'm just going to kind of go around the corner. Get my tool in there. Looking for the first binder. 4 is not binding. 3 is not. 2. Alright, let's see. That felt good. Back to the back. 4. I think that was 2. Let's see. 4, 3. Oh, there it is. I'll tell you what, I didn't feel any security pins. And let me take a look at that key again. So yeah, they would have been short pins, at least the key pins would be. They'd be short right here. So yeah, I don't think there's security pins in here. I'll tell you what, if they are, they didn't come into play because the pins just literally they just set. All I had to do was push each one right into place. So yeah, but again, it's a $10 lock, folks. All right, so I mentioned these locking pawls, spring-loaded locking pawls, and the way we attack those on some locks, not always, you need enough space in between the shackle and that hole that the shackle fits into. So between the shackle itself and this hole right here, if there's enough space between that, you see how we can wiggle it around and you got some space around the sides of those? The way we can attack those is what we call lock shims. And beware of buying the fake ones of these. There's some cheap ones out there. They've got like little blue handles on them. They're garbage. These are here from Sparrows. I've had these a long time. Some of them are getting worn a little bit, but get some quality shims like these from Sparrows, because I'll tell you what, they're much better. All right, so it's a fat shackle, so I'm going to look for some fat ones that kind of contour the same size as the shackle itself. That one fits like a glove. Put it in on the side. Spin it around, trying to push that locking pawl back that I pointed out earlier. And we'll get us another fat boy like this. That ought to work. And see if we can get it in there. Aha. Put it in on the side and try to rotate it around like that. And bada boom, bada bang. That is why I prefer locks that are double ball locking. You can't shim those. Okay? With these spring-loaded locking pawls, excuse me, as you can see, we can use shims because all we're doing is putting the shim over here and rotating it around to push that spring-loaded locking pawl out of the way on both sides. That is what goes in here and locks the lock. So we push that back, it takes it out of that slot, and boom, the lock can open. So yeah, again, the lock was $10. I can't beat the lock up. It is a $10 lock. I would agree with that. But it does obviously, yeah, I wouldn't pay much more for it. But anyways, that is it. That is the Abus, what I say it was again, 4550 laminated padlock from Mr. Lock. So yeah, you want to see more cool stuff like this? Please keep tuning in. Tell your friends. Check out my channel. I need your support. Alright? I really appreciate it. And you know what? If you're not subscribed yet, you need to, because all the cool people are doing it. And if you want to be cool, subscribe. Thank you.